Entebbe is known for its international airport, vibrant lakeside promenade, and its proximity to State House and other key military installations, all of which make Entebbe one of the safest places to live in. The town's tranquility was put to a test on a day when a double murder of a couple was recorded, creating a stark contrast to what had been considered a safe and serene community. It was around 11 p.m. on 6th July 2025 in Lukonjo Nachiwogo Cell in Entebbe municipality when David Mutaaga and his wife Deborah Mutaaga were brutally murdered in what was described as a calculated execution-style killing. The couple had spent less than 2 years in Uganda after they returned from Switzerland, where they had lived and worked for over 30 years. This story sent shockwaves across the nation because the killer did not steal anything, but instead ended the lives of the rich and humble couple. The killer stabbed the two in the chest, targeting their hearts, a sign that he was a trained killer. The NTV team revisited this scene to document this murder case that adds to many unresolved high-profile murders recorded in the country. This is the home of the late Mutaaga in Lukonjo Nachiwogo Cell in Entebbe. It is a quiet residential area, and the houses are subtle and harmonious. Eight months later, it is still marked and guarded as a crime scene, but the police officers stay inside one of the guest wings. The home has 360 degrees CCTV camera coverage, which would make anyone believe that even a shadow would be noticed and recorded by the cameras. On this side of the road next to their house, there are thorny plants and small bamboo shrubs acting as hedges before reaching the perimeter wall. NTV reconstructed the scene.
When you observe carefully, opposite this very perimeter wall, there is a building that is still under construction, meaning there are hardly any people who could have seen him going inside. And that's why he took this very advantage, or made use of this advantage, to gain access without being noticed. When you observe further, next to the perimeter wall, there is overgrown bamboo that gives cover to the perimeter wall that is inside. Thus, he used that very bush to climb onto the avocado that is above the perimeter fence and then jumped inside the compound of the property.
According to sources, the assailant entered the sitting room where it is believed that Mutaaga was taking wine shortly after hosting relatives for dinner, which ended at around 10 p.m. However, there was no sign of breaking into the sitting room. After entering, the assailant first had a scuffle with the late Mutaaga. The killer, it is suspected, overpowered Mutaaga and stabbed him multiple times in the chest. As this was happening, Deborah Mutaaga was in the master bedroom on the first floor making phone calls to the workers who had just left after cleaning the dishes. John Paul Chabagu was one of the first responders and is a cousin of the Shamba boy of the late Mutaaga.
Prepared a lot of food and what. So they brought for us also. So as we were still enjoying the food that they brought for us, again my brother received a call from the boss, the lady, which was saying that, Leonard, please, can you kindly hurry up and come back? We are in trouble. We have been attacked. Dad is in danger. He has been beaten seriously. Please come and help us.
After receiving the distress call from the late Deborah Mutaaga, everyone panicked.
When they had the boss calling for help, they immediately got my motorbike. My motorbike is there. It is the one they used. They immediately got my motorbike. My brother sat with my sister. They immediately ran to the gate. When they reached there, they found the gate open. But my sister told my brother, first wait, don't enter first.
Yeah.
because the gate is open. As the gate was open, Mzee was already lying in the compound. But when they saw that Mzee was lying in the compound, they didn't realize whether he's dead or still alive. So what came to them immediately is, let's go run to the police.
The Shamba boy lived about 3 kilometers away, and the police station is about 2 kilometers from Mutaaga's residence. Upon opening the gate when police arrived, they found the body of the late Mutaaga in a pool of blood less than a meter from the gate. During this frantic moment, while the Shamba boy was liaising with police, the assailant had already exited the home using a small door of the remote-controlled gate.
Me, I went when the police. I found the police when the police has also just reached. So the police came with the police dog. It first moved around, it searched, but it didn't move so far. It reached there and then it came back so it didn't get something much.
The killer dragged the late Mutaaga to the gate and asked him to open it before attacking his wife.
Because it showed that Mzee was trying to open for the thug. Because we even found the keys. This time around he didn't use the remote because the gate was a two-way. You could either use a remote or you could use it.
So this time he used
the keys. So
in the CCTV audio released by police, the killer is heard complaining that Mutaaga's children had attained education, yet he's at home suffering.
It's suffer. You children have studied. Me, I'm not studying. I'm at home suffering.
This, police suspect the killer was trying to disguise himself as an envious relative of the Mutaagas. The killer father says, Matuga, come and take your husband to hospital.
Why? Matuga! Come and help your husband! Your husband is here, guys!
The deceased name was Deborah Florence Mutaaga, meaning that he missed the first name and family name. He cannot be a relative of the deceased. This also means that he had a script of how he would execute the murder, but failed to memorize the names of his victims. He was wearing gloves and wore a hood and mask to avoid leaving his DNA anywhere. However, police had a chance to comb the living room where the killer first fought with the late Mutaaga before he was overpowered. Another possible source of evidence is the area where the assailant climbed from.
So we went inside. There was some bit of fighting because blood was all over the house inside the sitting room.
After that, the killer ran back to the house through the wooden front door and climbed to the master bedroom where he found Deborah Mutaaga and using the same knife, stabbed her several times in the chest.
I called the body together with the police and we put it in the police car.
When you saw the body, did you see she fought?
Yeah, when we saw the body, it was
Madame's body.
Yeah, Madame's body. There was also a big fight because according to the blood, there was sliding water in the blood, and it showed that there was also some kind of fighting.
Was the door broken?
The door was not broken. The door was okay, but
you think she opened for the thug or she forgot to lock?
Me, to my thinking, I think maybe because of over fearing, or she wanted to help Mzee. That's when she opened it to go and help.
What did you see on the stairs going up? Was there blood? Were there blood stains?
Blood was all over the stairs.
Going up to the
master
bedroom?
Up to the master bedroom. Blood was all over from the sitting room to the master bedroom. Blood was all over.
If Madame died in the bedroom, how did the stains get to the stairs?
I think it go to the stairs. The blood go to the stairs after this person fighting Mzee down, because Mzee was pierced from down here and the blood was all over the sitting room. They had some fight, what. So after he moved, after stepping into the blood.
A long-time friend who had worked with the couple for over 20 years and was a friend to Mutaaga's late father told Entebbe that Mutaaga was the heir of their family and they had property in Entebbe Kitoro zone.
Ebisinga wali nze nali nsinga okumanya ebikwata wali ku kizimbe kyawe ngeri gyetabeerangawo.
I used to execute some errands for the couple.
Ebintu mutwawo ng'era nkubira genda wali genda kino kiri bwe kiti genda olabe nga nze ngenda ku buli kimu.
She also said that she was not aware of any land wrangles involving the Mutaagas.
Ekyo sikiwulira.
Never heard them complaining about any family wrangle.
Kati ne baganda be nze mbadde simanyi nkolagana yaabwe nabo okuggyako engeri gye mbadde mmanyi.
Gwe kino ekintu kikoseza kitya gwe ng'omuntu abadde
kinkosezza nnyo kubanga bannange.
I recall the time when I spent a day with Mrs. Mutaaga. She said, "We used to fear Uganda, but we can confirm that the country is now safe."
Yaŋŋamba bane twali tutya Uganda naye Uganda nnungi. Uganda etu.
I wish they had gone back to Switzerland.
Nga basanyufu nnyo mu bulamu bwe baali nga basanyufu. Saasire.
They were very happy to be back.
Kinnuma ekintu ekyo buli lwekirowooza bwe yaŋŋamba.
We moved around the area trying to identify homes with CCTV cameras that would be helpful in this investigation. The first government CCTV camera is about a kilometer away from Mutaaga's home.
Although the police camera, which is about 200 meters from here, could be a long-distance camera, it cannot go beyond this very corner that is sharp, and it creates an obstacle for it to see anything beyond this very spot. And when you look on the sides of the road, both left and right, there's no single home that has CCTV cameras installed on their perimeter walls. Meaning, this camera may not aid the police in the investigations unless the suspect that went and attacked the home of the late Mutaaga passed through this very directional route.
We urge that since that murder of the late Mutaaga, surely we have started discussing with our superiors to see that they talk to the authority concerned that cameras should be installed.
About 900 meters away is another home with a CCTV camera at the gate. Towards the hill as you leave this area, there is another police camera nearly 2 kilometers away. The nearest police post or station is Entebbe Central Police Station, which is exactly 2.5 kilometers away.
You have footage from the CCTV that was in the compound and everywhere. What has become so hard to identify the suspect?
Again, that one is also an investigative detail, and those particular officers who did the analysis of the video evidence, which I'm not privy to at the moment.
The police first arrested the Shamba boy and the maid, but later released them because there was no enough evidence linking them to the murder of their bosses.
As police, should we arrest you and find that the information we are extracting from you or the evidence that is emerging is not sufficient, we'll let you go free. It will, of course, murders and other huge crimes of that nature, sometimes even in other countries and jurisdictions, take time, but we have hope that one day we shall make a breakthrough.
Are there some family members of that couple that police has tried to pick interest in to see if they can help in the investigation?
In respect to family members, I do not have information. That is a little of a deeper detail of the investigators, which I have not come into contact with.
Do you have any idea or clue of what was the motive?
As PRO, no. As investigators, they have not yet shared it because, like I've told you, all the arrests that have been made so far have not yet made substantive yields.
The maid, according to the family, is still traumatized by the events that unfolded at the time. Thus, she could not speak to Entebbe. Police put a bounty of 60 million shillings for anyone who would volunteer information that would lead to the arrest of the killer. But 8 months later, no one has come forward with that information, meaning police must work harder using technology to zero in on the killer. Fearing for their lives, since the suspect is still at large, the children of the deceased, who are Swiss citizens, repatriated the bodies of their parents and buried them in Switzerland. To date, the police are still guarding the home as a crime scene. During the time of filming, a policeman fired about 8 rounds of ammunition at our drone before we landed it in the neighborhood.
This is one of the longest guarded crime scenes I have ever seen in an investigation in Uganda. Why are the police still deployed at that residence?
Police will always be deployed at a crime scene as long as they still have interest into that scene.
Speculation continues to thrive after the murder of the couple, and there are many unanswered questions as the families of the deceased patiently wait for justice for their loved ones. This is not the first unresolved murder case. The following are some of the high-profile murders that made headlines, but perpetrators are still on the run. AIGP Andrew Felix Kawesi and his 2 bodyguards were shot dead near his home in Kulambiro on the 17th March 2017 by armed assailants who were moving on motorcycles. On 26th November 2017, Sheikh Major Muhammad Chigundu, a former commander of the Allied Democratic Forces, was shot dead in Masanafu together with his UPDF bodyguard. On 8th June 2018, Ibrahim Abiriga was killed with his bodyguard as he approached his home in Kawanda. On 8th September 2018, ASP Muhammad Chirumira was assassinated with a female co-driver whom he had given a lift in Nansana. Several Muslim clerics were murdered, and up to now, the perpetrators are still on the run. Unresolved murders would mean that killers on the run can hit a different target again and maybe get away with it. Sudhir Byaruhanga, NTV.